So here we go, underway for the first contest in this annual match between the Western Counties and the Army Boxing Association. The Army coming out of the blue corner, the Western Counties in the red, and this is Lewis White of Tewkesbury for the Western Counties against Shamim Khan for the Army. And Shamim Khan is from the Royal Logistics Corps. He's a driver. Now it's the Turner takeover here on Hatton TV, because it's Nigel Turner here with you, and alongside me, absolutely no relation, Craig Turner from Down End Amateur Boxing Club, very experienced amateur boxing coach, and looking forward to this one, I'm sure, Craig.
Oh, very much so. Great venue, great evening, great for Western Counties boxing. I'm looking forward to it, Nigel.
It certainly is, and as I say, this is an annual match. The Army always endeavour to send as strong a team as they possibly can, despite all their other commitments. And this is Shamim Khan now, who's in the blue headguard, shaping up against his opponent Lewis White. Early thoughts of the styles of the two boxers, Craig?
Well, obviously Lewis is using his feet, giving himself room behind the longer reach, whereas the shorter guy's trying to busy him, trying to get him on the back foot. To good effect there. Referee Ken Brain looking on, just breaking the guys up, and I think if Lewis manages to keep it long, we may be in a good shout here tonight. He
seems to have at least a couple of inches in terms of height, and also in reach does the home boxer, but there's Khan coming back at him there, holding on a little bit, and it's Lewis White in the white, taking on the Army boy. Again, they just hold on a little bit and then caught a little bit as he backed away as Khan swept out a right hand, and there's another one as well. So evenly matched so far, but it's White trying to maybe make most of the running at the moment.
Absolutely, yeah. It's early days, as you quite rightly say, Nige. He's got Khan on the back foot there, but very slippery guy. He's got lots of head movement, getting past the jab. He's already completed a tour of Afghanistan, so he's not going to be frightened about this. Absolutely not,
no. We really shouldn't forget the other side of Army life, and as I said right at the start, it's it's quite a tribute to the Army that they're able to raise a team at all, just with all the other commitments they've got.
Absolutely, very heavily committed and excellent athletes. Obviously, this is kind of a full-time job in it's by itself, never mind having to ensure our national security, so all credit to them and the coaches.
But it's great that there's the bell to end round one. It's great that amateur boxing is still very important in the services. We had the Royal Navy here just under 2 months ago, and they have a lot of pride in putting out a decent team to represent their service, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. If you look at the great champions that have come from the services in previous years, obviously the war years and just prior to that with national service, anyone who was anyone in boxing terms had been through the services. Most recently, of course, the likes of Nigel Benn, great champions, because their fitness base is second to none.
That's right. It's an advantage as well as being a disadvantage, obviously, because they have some horrible things they have to do. But the Army boys, the Navy boys, they're always very, very fit. You can be sure of that. And it's a challenge for the Western Counties lads, isn't it, to test their part-time fitness against the full-time fitness of the Army.
Absolutely. Our guys are very, very committed, though, because obviously nobody gets a penny for this. They do it for love. And the Western Counties coaching team, headed up by Kevin Hay, are absolutely committed to their job, and I'm sure we're going to give them a run for their money.
Yeah, well, that was a competitive first round, to say the least, and we're just about ready for round two. Here we go. So once again, it's Lewis White in the red headguard and launches a fierce attack there with an overhand right, and Khan just holds on and comes back with some of his own and launches a double-fisted assault, but White parries it off, and now really just exchanging blows. A furious flurry here between the two of them.
Yeah, got to be careful here, Liam. Can't hold his feet. He's got to be on the back foot. He's got to bring his man in and try and bring him into the backhand. Now is not the time to get sloppy with the obviously aggressive Army man.
Yeah, and of course we don't know where the scoring shots are being scored, whether they're being scored by the judges ringside, so it's all subjective, of course, but it's certainly a very competitive contest, this, and the home boxer Lewis White, once again he's still got problems with his head guard, and we see this increasingly, but I suppose they've just got to make sure it's fixed properly, haven't they?
Absolutely, I mean the head guard is absolutely a vital piece of equipment. Referee Ken Brain doing his best there to ensure that safety precautions are followed to the letter. Amateur boxing, fantastic safety record, and I'm sure that's recognised by everybody.
Yep, so Khan and White certainly keeping everybody here entertained. The Bristol Sporting Club, their 44th year of raising funds for amateur boxing in this region, and it's the Tewkesbury boy Lewis White taking the attack again to his Army opponent Shamim Khan, the driver from the Royal Logistics Corps. He's through to the novice semi-finals as well coming up. He's the individual Army champion, so experienced in his own sphere, and certainly very mobile indeed, and just dancing around, very light-footed is Khan. And then back comes Lewis White, sends him crashing back into the red corner. Very busy boxer Lewis White, and Khan has certainly got plenty to think about, but he's very good on the counter.
Absolutely, great clash of styles, the boxer against the aggressor. And Khan keeps threatening with that right hand. Liam has to be careful. There it is again. We've got to be careful. Can't hold his feet, keep the head moving. Better from Liam.
Yeah, certainly took a couple of rights to the chin there that just shook him back a little bit and gave him plenty to think about. Very, very competitive and good second round.
I'd say so. I'd say that was probably a round apiece there, Nige. Going into the last, probably a round apiece.
And that's what the coaches will be telling them, is it, do you think? Or do you lie to your boxers?
Oh no, I'd tell them exactly where it is, especially when it's dead level going into the last one. You know, you gotta pick it up this one, son. Gotta go out there and win this round. It's all on this one. So I'm sure that's what both guys are telling them.
And just put the viewers in mind of the sort of pride that Lewis White will have at representing his region against the Army tonight.
Well, it's phenomenal, isn't it? You know, not every lad out on the streets of Bristol can say that he's been to the Grand Hotel tonight and represented all the way from Land's End up to nearly at the border of the Midlands. And it's a large region, and he'll be very, very pleased, and he should be very pleased with his performance as well. Yep,
certainly should. Whether he gets the result or not, he represents Tewkesbury Amateur Boxing Club. And here we are, round 3, the opening contest of this match between the Western Counties and the Army. And again, furious attack from Lewis White, but back comes Khan. A little bit more measured, but when he's got the flurry, the almost whirling dervish of Lewis White coming at him, it's difficult to just stand there and take it, and just has to retreat a little bit, regroup, and then look to pick off his man when he can. But again, White pushing him back into the neutral corner. Khan just holds on a little bit, and referee separates them. So it's anybody's to win this one, as Khan throws an overhand right but doesn't make contact, and back comes Lewis White, and trapped in the corner, turned him beautifully into the corner, did Khan, but now going backwards again. A beautiful turn again, and doling out some severe punishment. That's really cute boxing on the counter there, wasn't it? He really got out of trouble and put his opponent into deep trouble.
Absolutely, both guys feeling the pace now, but that was tremendous skill under pressure by young Khan, and I think Lewis would have felt the weight of a couple of those.
Yep, so it's who's got the stamina to last the full distance here in the third and final round. White just getting a little bit tangled up in the rope there. But an excellent contest to start the evening here at the Grand Hotel in Bristol. And we will await the judges' verdict in just a few minutes' time to see who takes the lead in the match. Just 4 scoring contests in this match this evening, but it'll still be keenly contested, as we've seen. And White again falling foul of the referee. Coming up towards the end of the contest, White again lands with that right hand. Khan just measuring his stance there, waiting for his moment, and then launches a furious attack with the right hand, which hit the target. Point scoring, you would have to think, and Khan maybe, for my money, just edging ahead in the final round here.
Absolutely, more accurate stuff coming from the young fella, definitely. But what a great contest, Nigel. That was fantastic.
It was, certainly was a fantastic contest. Lewis White and Shamim Khan setting a really high standard for everyone else to follow here at the Grand Hotel. Just having a little breather, and then we'll, in just a moment, get the final verdict from the judges to see who's won this first contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 1 in first decision to to time in the blue corner.
A taller guy, you got to fight inside more.
That's it,
than
yeah.
outside.
He's a tall guy, like, but
You got long arms.
he has got long arms. I was just trying to do my best, you know.
That was good.
And he was good.
A little bit of coaching from Tim Witherspoon. Well done.
Yeah, I know. I could hear him in the corner when I was up there. I could just hear him. Go on, Shaka. Even though my name's Shamim. But yeah.
Lewis, what did you think about that?
It was a good fight. It was close. Very, very strong as well. Actually, I was quite surprised. But it was a good fight. Thanks very much.
To the man.
Well done, John.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks very much.